Hey guys, this is Wes with your tip of the day for Thursday, May 12th. As you can see, we're not in Minecraft right now, but the reason for that is because we kind of had a huge issue with our server. Um, a little tiny pool of lava, miles and miles and miles away from our world, ended up starting this giant forest fire that was slowing down the whole server. It was disconnecting people. It ended up reaching almost our base. There's like a huge barren waste. There's like no forest anywhere. Um, and so I had to shut down the server, and I'm gonna have to basically find a way to fix that. And so today's tip is not going to be actually in Minecraft, but it's going to be about the importance of two things. One being the importance of backing up your server, and two, the importance of, or at least your world, and two, the importance of having and knowing how to use a world editor just in case something happens like that, where your world gets so glitched up, or you end up getting a corrupted world file, or somebody comes on your server and just blows the whole thing up with TNT. You're gonna need to know how to fix that, because you're not gonna want to go in game and fix that, because it's gonna take absolutely forever and you might miss things. It's also nice to have a world editor just to check on your server every now and then, just in case some random person logged in and like dropped a TNT somewhere that could end up getting hit with lightning, or like there's just random blocks that you want to clean up at some point, and you're not gonna notice that when you're playing the game. You're going to want to make sure that you have the world editor, not to cheat and not to just give yourself blocks. If that's the way you want to play, that's fine, but not to cheat beyond the rules of your own server, but to just do maintenance on your server when you have to, or if something like what happened to us happens, where you really, really, really need to just stop time and just fix what's happening so that your server becomes playable again. Now, I know you could argue that it's cheating to do this to stop a forest fire, but it's to the point in our world where we could fix it, but it's just spreading too fast. I mean, we could fix it. We could wall off a forest that's like miles away from the forest fire just to make sure that it only destroys that area, and then over the course of a few days it'll clear itself out. There won't be a forest fire. We could do that, but the issue is that if we get anywhere near the fire, or if anybody's on the server, it lags up the whole thing because so much data is being tossed out by all this fire and calculating where the fire is going to go and everything, that the world's completely unplayable. Even if we could play in the world, or if we could play in the world, we could take out the fire, but the point is that we can't play in the world, so I'm going to have to do it in an editor, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and I have one here, but I keep our folder in this little server, or in this little folder, and all you have to do to make a copy of your server is just right-click the folder, hit send to compress zip folder. And all this does is it compresses the folder so that it can't be edited by anything without administrative permission, or I don't think with any permission. You actually have to extract the files, but and then it sends it to a whole new zip file, so it's on your desktop or wherever your folder is, and then you have the folder for your world that's being edited and the folder that can't be edited. So every once in a while I'm playing, I just send it to a zip file, and I'll save it as like world 5.11.11. And so I'll do that maybe once or twice a week. But for now, I really need to fix up this world, so I'm just gonna open up the editor that I use is called MC Edit. It's very nice. I think it's the only 3D world editor, or at least it was the first. There are a couple that you can do while you're in the client, but that causes the world to keep updating while you're playing, so that fire would keep spreading while I'm playing. So I really just need to stop time and just edit the actual world itself. So I'm just going to open a level, and I'm going to go to my server folder, and what you need to open up is, let's see, where is it? What you need to open up is you go in the world file, and then you find level.dat. That's the data file for the world. You just double click that, and it'll load, and it'll open up. And as you can see, we are in our Minecraft world, right where we spawn, I guess. That little head. And time is frozen, and the pink things are half blocks. Or I think they're fences, actually. The yellow blocks are signs, and I have no idea what the red blocks are. I've seen them all over the place. At first I thought that was the fire, but that's not it. I'm thinking maybe it's like flowers or something. Or recently edited blocks. Or possibly where mobs are. But I could be wrong with that. If somebody knows, please drop a comment and let me know, because I really would like to know. Oh, maybe? Whatever. So anyways, what happened was, I found, well, actually, I'll tell you a little story as to what happens because it's actually kind of funny. We set up this little mining post right here, and I wasn't actually on, but I was on Skype with a couple of my friends who were in the world, and they saw a fire off in the distance, and they actually thought it was a monster spawner. So apparently they started walking over there, and it ended up being a forest fire. We thought it was started by lightning because we couldn't find the source of it, and everybody was just getting disconnected all over the place. As you can see over here, there's just little stumps of trees. There's no longer trees or anything. And we tried to wall it off. Everybody was just getting disconnected. I told them just to stop bothering and just go look for the source and try and close it off before it gets any worse, and they couldn't find it. So I'll show you actually how far the source is away. Like, as you can see, our base is like way over there. Or where's our base? I actually don't even know anymore. This is bad. Pretty clear evidence that this is the source of the fires. There's fires still remaining out here. Let's see. I know that lava pool's out here somewhere. Whatever. But as you can see, I believe that this is the end of the loaded world. So what happened was, somebody who was just exploring around just barely crossed this place, forced the world to load this chunk, and spawn this chunk, and then just as they were passing, this lava came, it burned a tree, and started this whole forest fire. This forest fire was probably going on for at least a few weeks before it actually reached us. But we're gonna clean it up now. And all I really have to do that is, since the lava is already kind of done its toll on the world, I just need to delete the fire blocks. That's really all I have to do. So I just, in my MC edit, I just double click all the fire blocks and hit the delete key. Over here, what I'm really going to have to do is, I don't necessarily need to click on every one of these, but I could get lazy and just delete this, pretty much this whole chunk, but that wouldn't, I don't know, that wouldn't look nice if somebody were to ever, for some reason, come over here. It's a nice little shadow. So that's not what I'm gonna do. I just want to make sure that there's no like fire randomly just anywhere. Yeah. Oh, here's the other little fire thing. So somebody must have been exploring out here. They loaded this world, and the lava started doing its thing, and then eventually it reached us somehow. So as you can see, guys, the whole point of this video is basically just that, as safe as you think you are, things could be going on in the world that you are completely unaware of. Lightning could set off forest fires. Lava could set off forest fires. We've had forest fires in, I think, every single world I've been in, whether it's been started by one of us with a flint and steel or whatever, just walking around for fun, or started by this. And not only does it risk the chance of killing you, it also risks your supply of trees. So if you don't have saplings, that can be a major problem. You won't be able to get lumber unless you go and walk and find trees very far away, which isn't very effective. But it also deals a heavy toll on your computer and on your server, because Minecraft limits the processing power that it has. It can't go past 1 gigabyte of RAM, I think. So once it reaches that limit, it disconnects you due to overload, and it takes a heavy toll on your computer's processing power. If you open up like if you hit Control Shift Escape and open up the task manager and look at the processes, and just see how much Minecraft is taking out of your processing power and your RAM, it's actually pretty impressive. This game takes a lot of processing power. I'm not sure if that's because it's suboptimal or just because it's so huge. For those of you who are familiar with the Minecraft wiki, or you've even tried this yourself, or you're familiar with hacks, the world is not actually limitless. It's not actually infinite. There gets to a point where if you go so far out of the world, everything gets so bugged up because of lack of memory that the whole world starts spawning really oddly. They call it the far off lands or something on Minecraft wiki, and the whole world just looks like the Nether. It just looks insane. And so like all items start bugging out and everything because Notch hasn't placed a concrete limit on how much memory you can use while playing this game. So this game can actually be kind of dangerous. Memory leaks can really kill your computer with this game. So you have to be aware of that, and that's kind of why here's the cobblestone. We tried to make a little wall, and it failed absolutely miserably. But basically, the whole point that I'm trying to teach you is that you need to have a secondary defense for your world. Outside of in-game mechanics, like you need to have a way to back up your world and fix it if anything goes wrong like this that's completely out of your control, just like this. So I'm gonna need to go and delete all these fire blocks because I was a little bit careless and I haven't been checking out my server and making sure that it's safe. I haven't been checking out my server and making sure that nothing is going on that I'm not aware of as the server admin, which can kill not only my processing power but other people's, because they're on the same client spawning the same server on their computer. And I mean, it can kill your whole computer while you're playing. I mean, if you turn it off and restart your computer and close all the Minecraft related processes and Java and everything, you should be pretty much safe. But the point is that while you're playing Minecraft, it can really take a toll on your processing power and your memory. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete all these. If you guys are interested in learning how to use Minecraft Edit, I'm not very good at it, but there are very many YouTube videos that can teach you how to do all this stuff. It's not that complicated, but it's good that you have it and you keep it updated just in case something like this happens. And my friends have been texting me all day asking if I'm done with this yet. But yeah, so keep backing up your world. Keep making sure that your world's safe. Get yourself an editor just in case you need it. Not to cheat or anything. No one's gonna get mad at you, because they'll learn that when they can't play Minecraft that you're gonna need an editor. And this has happened to about 3 of our worlds so far. I've had to open it up in an editor and fix some things. But anyways, I hope that this helped you guys. This editor has definitely helped me save my world, literally. So just let me know if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to see in future tips. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.